Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Well, I was looking at some trade ideas today, and I looked at our Wingspread Genius scan that scans the market for when professional traders trade wing spreads like condors and butterflies and such. And I came across a really interesting trade. In fact, a $500,000 trade. Take a look. Here's a Wingspread Genius. I'm zeroing in just on this one trade. It was a 5,000 lot of Sigma Lithium Corp, symbol SGML, the January 24th expiration, 18, 21, 24, 27 put Condor. And it traded at $1. Now, if you're not familiar with Condors, these are all puts, buying the 18 strike puts, selling the 21 puts, selling the 24 puts, and buying the 27 puts. And the ideal scenario is that the stock ends up between the two middle strikes, somewhere between 21 and 24 around expiration. Now, the classic motivation, that's what you're looking for. And if you were to hold it all the way until expiration and the stock was between 21 and 24 and you let it expire, you would make $1 times 5,000 contracts. And again, $1 is $100 of actual money. So that would be a $500,000 profit. Now, that could be the motivation. But what's interesting about it is that the stock is currently at $29.70. The stock would have to fall below 24, but not below 21 in order for that trade to win if that is the trader's objective. So this is one of those pretty rare directional condors. We don't use the iron when we're trading directional condors. If we're looking for the stock to go lower, we trade put condors with all puts, or if we are expecting the stock to go higher, we trade call condors with all calls. So this one is put condor. So that would be a pretty nice winning day for that to happen. Now, there's another thing that caught my eye that could be an alternative motivation here. This traded at $1, whereas the CBOE's theoretical value of that condor is 69 cents. So somehow or another, this trader was able to sell this above what it's arguably worth, what the CBOE calculates the theoretical value to be. So maybe the person was just taking advantage of a mispricing and they plan to buy it back at some point at or below theoretical value. Just buy it back at, even if they bought it back at 70 cents, still above theoretical value, that ends up being a really nice profit of about $150,000. So I wanted to share that trade idea. Every once in a while, we get a really interesting trade that hits one of these Genius scanners, and that seemed like a pretty good one to share. So I hope that helps. This is Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart.